today's math lesson, we're going to look at converting units of time. Before we can convert units of time, it's important to know what each of these means and how they're related to each other. By watching you in maths class over the last few days, I know that you all know what each of these are. So 1 minute equals 60 seconds, 1 hour equals 60 minutes, and 1 day equals a full 24 hours. When converting units of time, it's important to use the proper time conversion rule. An easy way to remember it is large to small equals multiply, and small to large equals divide. Looking closer at the time conversion rule, large to small equals multiply, this means that if you are taking a larger unit and converting to a smaller unit, you would need to multiply. Some examples of this time conversion rule include hours to minutes, where you would take the amount of hours and times it by 60, as there are 60 minutes in the hour. Minutes to seconds, where you would take the amount of minutes and times it by 60, as there are 60 seconds in the minute. And days to hours, where you would take the amount of days and times it by 24 for 24 hours in the day. From the time conversion rule, the small to large equals divide means that if you are taking a smaller unit and converting to a larger unit, you would divide. Some examples of this time conversion rule includes minutes to hours, where you would take the amount of minutes and divide it by 60. Seconds to minutes, where you would take the amount of seconds and divide it by 60. And hours to days, where you would take the amount of hours and divide it by 24. Let's try an example together. On the board, I have 2 minutes equals blank seconds. Let's try and figure it out on the next slide. The first thing we need to do is choose which time conversion rule to use. Do we use large to small equals multiply or small to large equals divide? Help me choose. For this time conversion equation, we would use the large to small equals multiply time conversion rule. As you can see here, we have 2 multiplied by 60 equaling 120 seconds. Therefore, 2 minutes equals 120 seconds. I think it's time to put what we've just learned into action, so let's try it in a game. When instructed, please move quietly and stand on the line of tape and wait silently for my instructions.